Welcome to Capital City Paranormal-ish, where we delve into the exploration of creepy, strange, paranormal, and unexplainable TikToks that we all love to watch. So sit back, grab your popcorn, and strap in, and get ready to have your entire reality questioned. Hey, what's up, freaky fam? Glad to be back with another edition of Capital City Paranormal-ish, where we delve into the exploration of creepy, odd, paranormal, unexplained, all those TikToks that we all love to watch. So anyways, without further ado, I just want to say, if you're new to the channel, show the family the love, hit that subscribe button, and let's keep the family growing and keep the family going. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and let's get on with today's videos. Why waste any time, right fam? Here we go.
There's a church in Kansas so feared, locals won't go near it, even in daylight. They say it's one of the 7 gateways to hell, and in 1974, 2 students walked inside during a full moon, and were never seen again. In the small town of Stalked, Kansas, hidden behind rusted gates and crumbling headstones, lies an abandoned church that locals fear is one of the 7 gateways to hell. Built in the 1800s, the church was said to sit above a deep limestone pit that early settlers described as the Devil's Mouth. Strange events have plagued the area for over a century. Livestock found mutilated, shadows moving without light, and trees that split silently in the dead of night. In 1974, 2 University of Kansas students entered the church during the spring equinox to film a documentary.
Well, I don't know about you, fam, but I'm just gonna say, let's not go to church there this Sunday. That'd probably be the best idea, I guess. I don't know. What do you guys think? And hey, let's get to the next video.
The moon was brought here 12,000 years ago. Our moon is in fact an artificial satellite. It is not a real planet. It can literally leave our orbit underneath its own power. According to the Andromedans, it was brought here from Ursa Minor, from a star system called Chauta that had 21 planets in it. It belonged to the 17th planet, and it was one of 4 moons. Now, there are ruins all over it. The map is there. There are some pictures there. There's a lot more, which I don't have today. But it will be coming out. This is why the Apollo astronauts stopped going back. It's because there was somebody already there, and they were told not to go back. This information is out there. Okay, our moon is 9.1 billion years old. 9.1 billion years old. It is in fact older than the Earth. Okay, many of the materials that have been found on the moon, minerals, don't exist on our planet. The moon did not belong to part of the Earth. It was brought here, literally. Our solar system has 8 artificial moons in it that were brought here, that can literally, underneath their own power, leave our solar system. And there are beings living on it. Now, the upper echelon of the world government know this. They've known it for a very long time. But they didn't want us to know because of the element of power. And we'll discuss that. Now, Earth has been colonized off and on for many hundreds of millions of years. The first race to actually chart our planet was a group from Alpha Draconis. They are reptilian beings. They're anywhere from 7 feet to 22 feet tall. It can weigh up to 1,800 pounds. And they don't like human beings. Not here, not anywhere. They were the very first to chart it. They were also the very first to actually have a small colony here 809 million years ago. Now, one of the very first colonies or places that was colonized on the planet is North America, what we now call the United States. There are approximately, today, 1,833 of these reptilians still existing inside the planet. They have lived here for thousands of years. They live thousands of years. Their bodies are not like ours. They live anywhere from 100 to 200 miles beneath the surface. This is where they are. And it's all over. The planet is honeycombed with tunnels and caverns. There are approximately 18,000 what we know as grays between here and our moon, from underneath the surface of the planet and the moon. Now, the grays. The grays originally came from Zeta Reticuli 2. I'm giving you the Andromedan perspective. I'm not here to challenge anybody else's information. I'm here to tell you their perspective. The grays came from Zeta Reticuli 2. They left there 892,000 years ago. They got trapped in a war called the Orion War, which lasted 600,000 years. It was a galactic war between reptilian forces and human beings. What happened was they were captured by a group in Orion, the constellation of Orion, which is Rigel, Beltrax, Ursa Major, Ursa Minor. They were genetically altered there. Many of the females of their species were killed, so they could not reproduce, so they could control the race. They also genetically altered them so that their sexual organs would become atrophied, and eventually they just wouldn't be there because they weren't being used. Now, the Greys, at the same time this was going on, decided that the emotional part of themselves, of their personality, was their weakest link. So they literally bred or thought out the emotional part of their bodies, of their character. Which is why they have no emotion. They're robots. Today, there are approximately 2,100 actual Greys, actual physical Greys, that have a soul, that are part of the original race, the lineage of the original race, in our solar system. All the rest, virtually every single one that are doing the abductions on people, are clones. They're robots. They're not. They don't have an essence. They don't have a soul in them. They're robots. Does everybody follow me so far? Okay. The Greys have a problem. They're dying. This is why they basically are here. Now we, as a planetary race, offer them a great opportunity to possibly save their race. But it isn't working. And I'll explain why that is.
I don't know why, but why is it that somehow I think we're involved with why it's not working out for them? I don't know. It seems whenever something goes to shit, it always seems that humans are behind it in some way or another. It's kind of sad, actually, but it's the truth. I don't know. What do you guys think? Hit me up in the comments and let's talk about it. Here's the next video.
Ever heard of Mount Vodavera in North Russia? better known as Death Mountain.
Death Mountain?
This is probably one of the craziest connections, connecting a lot of stuff that we've talked about on the podcast.
Okay.
Fired up. Let's
Where's
go.
Death Mountain at?
It's in North Russia, right next to Finland.
Of course it is.
And it's a very ancient, tall mountain, like one of the tallest mountains in the region. But the trees on top of this mountain, they hit a certain height and growth, and literally the tops of them grew twisted towards the ground.
Weird.
Like something is like a force field or
Yeah.
something. But there's no animals that live on this mountain, and the lake that surrounds it is uninhabited, meaning no fish, no wildlife whatsoever.
So there's something in the air or something, right?
Well, it's been a very spiritual place for thousands and thousands of years. So the ancient tribesmen, the Sami, I believe. Yeah, Sami, the Sami tribes.
Yeah.
They have all this folklore of this mountain, and that it is multiple things to them. They say that it's actually a place where these giants used to live,
Of course.
and that it is the tallest mountain to where there's this giant flood that happened on the earth. And these evil giants, who they say came from the fallen gods, went to this mountain. Some of them went to this mountain to escape the flood. Some of them went into the earth, like in cave systems. But they believe that there's the spirits of these evil giants still roam on this mountain today. And there's just a lot. It's like one of the most unstudied regions of Earth.
Really?
There's no road access to it. So you literally have to hike back to go visit this mountain.
Yeah.
There are 16,000 of these giant boulders, like megalithic boulders, that are bouncing on smaller rocks. But these shamans and stuff, they believe that these boulders were placed by the giants, and they act as a portal to another realm, the spiritual realm, they say. So they say that these giants are actually very hard to kill because they could go to these portals and escape into the spiritual realm.
Dude, is that what Bigfoot is? Just a hairy giant?
Dude, it makes you think. I mean, because they talk about they were like these giant, grotesque, hairy beings. They said that they're evil. They would eat men. They believe that
Whoa.
these spiritual beings they said that they were cast down to earth because they made the good gods upset, and that the one quote says that they were thrown to the earth like lightning. And
Good thing this isn't no parallels for what we've ever talked about.
right?
It's kind of crazy.
These are ancient Finnish people.
Yeah.
And they had this long understanding of this mountain being a sacred place to where the fallen gods came and created these giants. And even today, they call it Death Mountain because nothing grows there. There's actually a well on this mountain that it clearly looks man-made or made by giants. It's like a perfectly square well. And no scientists have ever done study on it, so they actually don't know how deep the water goes in it.
Oh, interesting. It could literally just be
It
the
could go-
deepest thing. Yeah.
yeah.
Cave system.
Ate that.
That's super
But
scary.
even today, there's a lot of weird paranormal stuff that happens. Like a lot of people that go hiking there, they'll just disappear.
Yeah.
And a lot of people report time slippage. People report seeing strange lights and hearing weird noises constantly on this mountaintop. And so there is some weird stuff happening on this mountain. They refer
crazy.
to the giants as the Stallo, Stallo. It says the Stallo were monstrous dark beings who terrorized humans. Some legends say they were fallen spirits or deformed celestial beings.
Dude.
They are often deceptive tricksters luring humans into deals or battles. Some myths describe them as eating human souls or kidnapping children.
Yeah, peeps. The giants of Death Mountain. Hey kids, let's go camping this summer to Death Mountain. You know, hang out with the giants and everything. I don't know what these people keep going there for then. If I don't know. I don't even know what to say sometimes. Here's the next video.
It's currently July 25th, 2006, and the time is 4:40 p.m. I'm currently up in the woods due to, well, what the town's been talking about, how there's been some weird occurrences, and, oh god. What? Okay. Oh, fuck. Okay, alright. Okay, I'm not like this. I can't.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I might just be rethinking camping altogether now. I don't know. Go out in the woods. Don't know what's out there. Alright, well, I'm at least going to bring something to protect my ass. That's for sure. What do you think, fam? Going camping this summer? Here's the next video.
Okay, this is going to blow your mind. So, yesterday, before I left the tunnel system, I saw a small exit. It was next to the larger cave that I came out of. There was a small exit to the side. I decided to put a trail cam there and just let it run overnight. And you are not going to fucking believe what it captured.
Under the Earth, there are 7 more planets that are disks. What? Yeah.
7 flat worlds?
Pretty much. I'm the only one who can show you from astrology, from the Bible, and from the East, and from all traditions, how they all syncretize and concur that the Earth is a stationary horizontal plane.
I love
You have to do it like that. If you don't do it like that, you can't do it properly. You can't just have one angle. You can't just say, oh, all the scientific experiments that have been conducted prove, George Airy, James Bradley, Sunyak, Michelson Morley, they all prove that the Earth is stationary, and that's your one angle. You can't just have one angle. I'm coming from the Jewish tradition. I'm coming from the Bhagavad Gita. I'm showing how the Bible proves it with great etymological proofs, and no one else is doing that. I do that and all the other angles.
Is this a dimension? Are we living in an energy force that has multiple layers?
You know the Kabbalistic tree, right? There it is there, the 10 Sephiroth, your 10 fingers. There's Kether, and there's Malkuth, the earth. So is it a dimension? Yes, it is. But it's all these things, from Kether to earth, which is ether to earther, same word. So if you're asking, what's the earth? Well, it's just ether in a gross, more solidified form.
I'm not allowed to say certain things, but this is how they hide everything. So, if you want to understand what you are, where we are, this ebook will literally unveil that to you.
So I gotta ask you, fam, how many of you are globers and how many of you are flat earthers? I mean, after hearing all the evidence from both sides, you know, because they're spitting it out everywhere, what's your opinion? Flat or globe? I don't know. I think I'm starting to lean more towards flat because it just makes sense, more sense than what they're saying. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments.
This is why I will never go camping in Ohio.
For those of you who don't know, stealth camping just means parking your camper van pretty much anywhere without paying for parking, and people do it anywhere from residential neighborhoods to the middle of nowhere. In January 2024, Sam uploaded footage of his stealth camping trip to the woods in Cleveland, leaving his camper van at a local dog park a few hundred yards away. On his way into the woods, he finds a camping tent that's been shredded to pieces, which is honestly a little creepy, but he keeps going anyway. After setting up his tent in the woods, he starts cooking dinner on a camping stove. As the sun starts to set, he sees a couple of people walking by the campsite, and this is when he mentions that he's getting a bad vibe and feels like he's possibly in danger from them. Most experienced campers would probably tell you that if your gut is telling you something's wrong, you should probably call it a day and leave, but Sam decided to stick it out for the night and kept on recording. As soon as he settles down in his tent to get some sleep, things start to get very creepy.
There's somebody, hang on. I don't know if they could see it or not through the tent, I don't think so. I'm leaning right up against the light, but somebody's walking around out there very close to the tent.
As the seconds pass by, the footsteps outside seem to get louder and louder. At one point, Sam calls out to whoever's out there, but at first he doesn't get a response. It's only after he calls out for about the 5th time that every camper's worst nightmare starts to become a reality for Sam.
They're walking around outside in circles. Hello? Hello? Alright, I don't like this. Hello? Hello? They're touching my tank. Stop. Hello? Hello? Alright, I'm getting out of here. Hello? Hello? I don't know what this is, but we're getting out of here. Hang on. Hello? Okay, they're walking away now. What do you want? What do you want? I have a knife. Where's my knife? You're with me. With me here. Holy crap. Get away. What do you want? Hello? I can't see you. Hello? All right, I'm getting out of here. We're getting out of here.
One thing that a lot of people in the comments of Sam's video have pointed out is that if you're being stalked or attacked by a stranger in the middle of the woods, it's probably not a good idea to show weakness by saying things like, "I can't see you, I'm spooked, and I don't like this." After this, the attackers apparently leave the campsite, but as soon as he steps out of the tent, Sam sees them standing eerily in the woods just a few feet away from him.
They collapsed my tent on me. I don't know which way they went. I think they went this way. I see you. Get away! Alright, I'm spooked. I don't like this. Get my headlamp on and we're getting out of here right now. They're just standing there. They're just standing there. What do you want? Leave me alone!
Completely freaking out after the disturbing encounter, he obviously decides to call it a night and head back to his van in the park, but things only continue to get worse for Sam.
Alright, they're moving again. I don't know, I'm getting out of here. We're going. I'll come back for this some other time. Alright, let's get out of here. I'm leaving, don't follow me! I don't know where to go. I don't know which way to get out of here. I smell your cigarette, I can hear you! I hear you!
As he's making his way back to the park, he looks back at the campsite and sees the attackers stealing his things, but he decides to leave his stuff behind, terrified for his life. As he's running through the woods now, he turns back and sees his attackers chasing him.
This has got to lead back to the main trail. I don't know where they are. It's all foggy up here. I got water in my headlamp. I don't know where to go. I don't see or hear anybody anymore. I hear them coming. Can't see the shadow. Here's a path. Okay, get me there. I'm recording all of this. I'm calling up police. All right, I'm back on the path. Back on the path. Okay. Okay. Get away from me!
Okay, fam, it's conclusive. Camping is definitely out this summer. Yes, definitely, for sure. If not, I'll be bringing that thing right up there with me. That thing right there. Oh, where is it? Right there. Right there. That thing. be bringing that thing with me if I go. And are you guys considering changing your camping plans this year? I don't know. Then better think about it. Anyways, we are at that spot that none of us like. The end of the video. But yeah, it was great. I loved it, like I do every time. I love sitting here doing this with you guys, and I hope you enjoy it as well. I appreciate every one of the Freaky family members, every one of you. So, like I said, become a part of the Freaky family. Just simply hit that subscribe button down there, and you're a family member. Simple, just like that. That's how we do our KYC here. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, until the next one, I'm Donald Rock, and I'm saying au revoir. Thank you for tuning in to another edition of Capital City Paranormalish. We hope you have enjoyed today's video and its content. If you are not already a member of the Freaky family, be sure to hit that subscribe button below and become a member, because we want you to join the Freaky family. But until next time, my friends, stay safe.